Good morning, randomizer fans and family alike. It is 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning, day 3 of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Marathon weekend to support the Liam Foundation. Liam Foundation to encourage, assist, heal, and empower our LGBTQIA plus community through respect, advocacy, and passionate hearts to promote living, thriving in society. My name is Luffy. I'm joined in the booth by Necrowind, who's going to be running us some Super Mario RPG Armageddon solo style unexpectedly, but the hero we got here nonetheless. Good morning, Necro. How you doing?
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you here. So I was telling you real quick in the booth earlier, I don't know much about this because I never got to play this game as a kid, so I'm excited to watch it. So why don't you tell us what we got going on here this morning?
Sure. So this is SMRPG Armageddon. We are going to be running the Smithy percent version of this category, meaning the goal of the speedrun is to make it up to Smithy, who is the original storyline final boss of the original game, SMRPG Legend of the Seven Stars. This is a content and difficulty mod, so there are some new bosses, some new stuff, mostly hidden behind the post game, but a lot of newer things in the main game as well. And it is also much harder than the original game. We'll be playing on normal mode today because I don't believe hard mode, which is the second difficulty of this game, is particularly marathon safe, so we will be doing this, at least this time. Next marathon, I'll probably be doing hard mode, so something to look out for there.
We like unsafe stuff, but I enjoyed this nonetheless. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, so just let me know when I'm ready to go.
I believe we're ready whenever you are. I'm just going to hang on back and let you do your thing. If you need anything, just give me a shout.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, to start us off, so we got this obligatory 55.5-second cutscene that comes with every start to an SMRPG game. So like I said, this is basically a difficulty and content mod of the original SMRPG for Super Nintendo. We'll be running it through Smithy. The world record for this category is held by me at 2 hours and 58 minutes. We've managed to get the time through routing and optimization almost down to what the vanilla SMRPG speedrun is, held by Justin Incredible. I think that's a 246 or 247 or something like that. So we've managed to, squeak it reasonably close. But right away, we're going to see something new here that was not in the original game. It's Rosalina! So basically here, she tells us that, hey, it's a ROM hack, don't pay for it, because if you pay for it, you're getting robbed. And then she tells us that she wants to talk to us about blocking spells and blocking second timings on attacks. Basically, every single physical attack in this game is going to have a second timing, as well as spells being able to be blocked. So something that's might be a little bit interesting here is I am going to be taking an intentional death to these terrapins as fast as possible. We don't want to see a lot of misses, unfortunately, no one there, but I'll explain why this is in a moment. Actually, I can just do it now, so I'm just double miss. It's unfortunate. So missing is only a 10% chance, so you don't want to actually see this a ton. So there was a bug that I discovered. I want to say it was about... I don't really know exactly when it was, but it was about probably like 6 to 8 months ago, where I discovered that through complete accident, just me being bad, that if you die to these terrapin fights, you're actually rewarded with 255 frog coins, as you can see in the bottom right section of the screen. And those are going to be used as a form of currency in this game to buy certain items that are incredibly overpowered and incredibly broken. So now we're going to get right into it. So you can't physically see my grip on my controller, but what I'm doing is I'm pressing attack twice for each physical that I do. So it's 1, 2 to get that 200 damage. So we actually have to press it twice on every physical attack, and the timing windows, depending on which weapon you have, can be relatively strict. So I will be trying to get perfect timings for basically every single attack that I'm going to be doing. Yeah, so in the first time I was trying to fight them, we wanted to die intentionally, so we weren't blocking on purpose. Now we are going to want to pretty much block everything for the duration of the game. So Bowser's Claw here would normally do 32 damage. Perfect blocking, it does 8. One of the interesting things about Armageddon and what makes it substantially more difficult is the fact that perfect blocking does not reduce damage to 0 in this game. It only cuts damage by 75%. And as you can see, I can... Oh, well, Bowser needs glasses, so I couldn't actually show it off, but I'll be able to show it off later. You can block magic in this game, so that flare he just did... yes, it was to 0 in vanilla. That flare he just did would have normally been blockable, but as I said before, in normal mode, all attacks have a 10% chance to miss, except for status moves, which have a 20% chance to miss. It was basically a way to differentiate normal and hard mode. Hard mode has no miss chance whatsoever. Every attack is 100% guaranteed to hit. So it becomes substantially harder to route because you can't factor in, potential. I mean, I don't factor in misses anyway since they're completely random, but it's something nice to keep in mind. But yeah, you cannot perfect block attacks down to 0 in this game. There won't be any level 3 Mario beating the final boss by just perfect blocking all of his attacks. That will not be happening in this run. And here's the plot of the game. So basically, a giant sword comes through the sky, pierces through the Star Road, and ruins wishes for all the little children, and says like, hey, Raw, I'm gonna pierce into Bowser's castle with the utmost accuracy, by the way. Can we talk about that accuracy? That was pretty clean. Just right in there. So yeah, since I've joined the SMRPG Armageddon community, the speedrunning scene has kicked off prominently. Considering this is a ROM hack, you don't really expect the speedrunning community to be super established. But we've already got 5 runners on the leaderboard, as well as other people who've considered getting into it. They just need to kind of like learn the route and stuff like that, which has gone through some optimizations in recent months. Thanks to Sony, who is going to be running with me. Doomsday, who's one of the co-creators of this game, along with a couple other people who have discussed in the speedrunning community about speedrunning this game. So one of the big things I encourage people to think about when they want to get into speedrunning is the ability to do the speedrun. So in the original SMRPG speedrun, you need to be able to do 100 super jumps, which for those who've played the original game, that is one of the most difficult tasks to do, as 84, I believe, of the 84 of the super jumps require Fring 3 tricks. Oh yeah, so Luigi and Yoshi, I almost completely forgot they were there. So Luigi in this game kind of acts as your guide. He basically tells you what's coming up. Like, okay, you're about to fight this boss. Look out for this move. It's basically your hint to being able to play the game a little bit better. And Yoshi throughout the game will reward you with items depending on how many wild encounters. Now I'm talking like Final Fantasy lingo. Basically, how many overworld encounters that you get. Like when you fight more enemies, he'll reward you with items and stuff like that. So I'm so used to seeing them, I don't even remember that they're not in the original game anymore. Alright, right into Mushroom Way. We want to be avoiding all encounters because they're slow. We're going to pick up this hidden chest that contains a Hyper Shroom. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Alright, on to the first boss of the game. So, this boss in vanilla is pretty much impossible to die to. In this game, he is quite difficult. We need to successfully block all of his attacks in order to win this fight, so let's get right into that. The most important one coming right here. He does this charge where he charges hammer time, and now he's about to attack me 3 times with the hammer. I got a perfect block this. Got it. Just for a little swag, I'm gonna miss this block on purpose to show how much, like, of a big difference there is between normal and vanilla. And basically, Mario's are magical. Is just a magical beast in this game. His magic damage is so much higher and so much more consistent than his physical damage because physical damage has a lot of ranges. We equip these things nonetheless because they're just attack buffs in general, but we don't use Mario's physical a ton. In the early game we do because he doesn't really have like a ton of good spells and stuff, but yeah, so now we have about a minute-long cutscene. So if anybody has any questions in chat or anything they want to ask about this version of the game, I'd be happy to answer it. As Mario's shapeshifter ability can casually turn him into Bowser and Peach. Nothing to see here. Gotta say, one of the things I love speedrunning about this game, and speedrunning vanilla in general, is the music in this game. It kind of go hard. Music in this game is fantastic. 25-year-old game, and it's still got some of the best bops in the SNES library. Showing my age here, guys. I remember when this game first came out. I'm getting old. So that was Daisy. Daisy in this game is kind of at random intervals throughout the game. She kind of gives you flower points, which is how you use your spells, and she gives you some equipment that we will never use because the equipment she gives is pretty historically bad. Ooh, excuse me. With the exception of one thing that we get right before the Mac fight, which you guys might remember was a skippable fight in vanilla through some like Mac skip jump glitch thing that they did in vanilla. He is not skippable in this game, and he's probably one of the best. He's probably one of the hardest fights in the game. Now, Malo in this game is pretty good. We don't use him much after we get better party members, but he is good in this game. Yeah, so in my first ever playthrough of SMRPG Armageddon, I started on hard mode because I'm a very big advocate for the original game. So I was like, you know what, I can handle it. I I wouldn't recommend that because the hard mode of this game is extremely difficult. There's literally only been 6 recorded people to ever do it on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that. So it's not something that people generally succeed at. But so my first playthrough, basically once I got Peach in Marymore, Mario Malo Peach was my team for the duration of the game. Because I forgot my bazooka! Bring the bazooka! So basically I did a little shop there. I bought vests, which is the equipment in this game, boosts some attack, gives you some attack, and gives you some much needed defense to survive the first real boss of the game, Croco. I guess Hammer Bro is kind of real too, especially because if you miss a single block, like if I didn't get that miss, I wouldn't have been able to miss a block, period. But since I got the miss, I was able to show off how much damage he can actually do, which is the first real boss of the game, because it's not even really possible to die to Bowser unless you literally fall asleep and just press A. Can we get Flower first try? Yeah. We zooming. Bring on the zoomies. Yeah, I can't help but sing the music to this game. I love this music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's fine. So you want either 15 or 16 ticks with the star there. It basically means Mario doesn't level up here. He can level up here. It's not the end of the world. It just loses a couple seconds versus getting all the level ups after you beat Croco. So let's see how the chase goes. Oh no, that wasn't that bad. If he stopped on that right side, that would have been perfect, but all in all, that was actually pretty solid. Alright, Croco fight. So the timing behind his physical attack is extremely weird, but you get it with practice. So we want to see Poison Bomb or Mute Bomb here. Oh, or Miss. That's just the absolute nuts. Yeah, so bomb misses are 20%, which was very fortunate here because now I'm going to beat him on this next turn cycle. Nice. That was very fast. So if Mario, Croco has 9,000 HP here, which, to give you perspective on HP, Smithy, the final boss of the original game, didn't even have 9,000 HP. And here we are seeing it on Croco as the second boss of the game. Alright, now we are at many people's kryptonite in the speedrunning SMRPG community, Armageddon community. This is extremely tough. The Nuke fight. What are the target levels? So this game, one of the interesting things about this game is you're guaranteed to make the max level by the end of this game. Max level in this game is 50. And you will 100% be level 50 at the end of the game through just the experiences that you get from bosses. That was intentional by the programmers. They wanted the player to be max level by Smithy, which they're 100% guaranteed to do. So I won't be doing any optional any optional battles or anything like that. I'll be doing pretty much exclusively just the things available to me throughout the run, the boss battles and stuff, because that'll give me all the experience I need. I will be collecting some optional bonus stars, but not because of the experience necessary, just because it's faster than having to run through the encounters. So yeah, about fires being blockable, this is what they're referring to. I can actually block these attacks just like I can block a physical attack. And the timing with that zap punch is a little bit different than you might expect. It's actually on his windup and then on his delivery of the final punch. I'll try to demonstrate it here. So it's kind of like a 1, 2. It takes a little while to learn. Takes a little while to learn all the double timings because they vary per weapon. And the characters in this game can get a lot of weapons. But yeah, that was good. Very solid segment. We want a lot of bounces there because they're just faster than taking the fire spell. The fire spell takes about 4 seconds per cast, and the bounce is no, it's a little longer. I think like 5 to 6 seconds, and the bounce takes like 2. So for every bounce you get, it's a little bit faster than doing the taking the fire spell. All right, so here we pick up the accessory called the Peach's question mark. It is an undisclosed item that we have no idea what it is, and basically this item gives a substantial stat buff as well as a speed increase. The reason that's relevant is we want Malo to outspeed Mario here, so that he can use an attack boosting item similar to Geno Boost from the original game. We have items that do Geno Boost effect, Energizers, Hyper Shrooms. To go back on what I was saying before, Hyper Shrooms give you the attack up buff. There is no defense up buff in this game like in vanilla, because that would have made the game a lot easier, and they didn't want it to be easy. Yeah, there is no max skip here. Unfortunately, we have to fight this beast. So we're going to use an Energizer, give Mario the attack up buff. Now he will be able to one-shot these, Oh, well, I attacked the wrong thing, but that's okay. Also forgot to heal, so this is going to go a little bit different than normal. In fact, we might die. I'm going to try not to die, but we might die. Alright, so Max, similar to Hembro, has a super attack that he's going to use here, called Sword Rain. This move, if you don't defend, will 100% one-shot your party. So yeah, we're not dead anymore. But it will 100% kill your party if you're not defending. So that is something to absolutely be on the lookout for if you're playing through this game, especially casually. So to what I was saying before about Luigi giving you kind of like hints and stuff like that, he basically will tell you, "Hey, hey, big bro, watch out for Mario Max supercharge attack. He does an attack that'll one-shot your entire party if you don't block," type of thing. And um, that's basically a cue when he does his little charging animation to, to block and be on the lookout for that. So that fight didn't go the way it was supposed to go at all. I forgot to heal and I had to do some like improvisation there, but we got through it. So GG's. So yeah, that fight never sees in the speedrun. If you play it the way you're supposed to play it, you never see Sword Rain. But I figured I would show off, totally intentional, show off what the bosses can actually do. So you guys will notice that Sword Rain did around like 300 damage to Malo and like 350 damage to Mario. So when you defend, you take 1/4 the damage that you would normally take. So quadruple those numbers to 1,200 and 1,400 if I'm doing my math right. Mario and Malo only have 700 and 600 HP respectively. So that move does double your max HP at this point in the game on normal mode. On hard mode, it does like 2,800. So you're Omega dead if you don't have like a substantial level advantage going into this point. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, so that is one of the more difficult fights. He's definitely hard because he has the move Echo Finder, which can inflict mute on one of your characters. And Malo's only way to deal significant damage at this point of the game is Shocker. So if he mutes Malo, which he did in that one later in the fight, it basically turns off your ability to have one of your characters deal any reasonable damage. Like I was dealing 500 to a boss with 13,000 health. It added up. It actually did matter, but it's not substantial damage when you're trying to go fast. So I was saying before about how vanilla requires you to master super jumping because it's part of the route to get 100 super jumps and then get the super suit and attack scarf. I think it is. I haven't speedrun vanilla in years, so forgive me on my lack of knowledge on that. But in this game, the thing to master is your ability to do orbs well, like Fire Orb. In the original game, I think it was called Flame, Super Flame, or something like that. I'm blanking. It's been forever. But in this game, you have to be able to do orbs well, and that is quite difficult, as you're about to see. So we're gonna Hyper Shroom, get that attack up buff again. Okay, normally I'm better at them than that. But that's fine. In this game, basically, you it's rhythmic. It's not actually based on anything beside you having decent rhythm. That's what it's supposed to look like. And down goes below. Not a reference I personally get. I was never into Halo, but I'm sure somebody in the chat will get that. But yeah, so far there hasn't really been like a ton of differences between vanilla and this game, beside obviously increased HP, increased damage, new moves, you know. But if that's not enough for you, we got more coming. There's a lot more. There's a lot more surprises waiting around the bend. So this is the segment where we just kind of try to do it as fast as possible, so we don't try to get like any coins or anything. Because in the beginning of the game, remember we died to get 255 frog coins. That covers our spending for the entire speedrun, literally from the beginning all the way until the end. So we don't need to accumulate any more frog coins or any other form of currency. So this we just kind of get to jump through and not have to worry about it. More banger music. No, it's same speed. Basically, you don't want to bump, because if you bump into one of these barrels, it'll. I can show it. Oh, that's the last one. Never mind. So if you bump into one of the barrels, it just slows you down by like a second, and then it switches you over to the other side to get the coins on the lower end, because that's a 3D. That's like a 3D thing. So you just kind of let yourself flow and then jump to avoid getting bonked. And here we are in Tadpole Pond. Yeah, literally. At every point in this game, the only way Mario can confirm he is Mario is by going very high bling. All right, for those of you with young children, you might want to look away. This part becomes very this card becomes very heart-wrenching and depressing, and it might make you cry. Those things where it says where women cry, when children cry, when grown men cry. This is when grown men cry. So you guys are sensitive eyes, just look away, chat. Look away. Ba-bum. So yes, Malo is indeed not a tadpole and or frog. Spoilers for those who haven't played the game, who haven't played this game yet. Even though it's been out for 75% of my lifespan. So instead of giving the froggy stick or the ribbit stick or whatever it was called in the original game, he gives us the flame staff here, which we will be immediately equipping for a sizable attack buff as well as the fire element on his weapon. So in this game, the developers put elements on weapons to enhance damage to enemies that are weak to certain spells. So the upcoming boss Boyer, or Bowyer, however it's pronounced, in Forest Maze is weak to fire, so we will be using that in combination with Mario's Fire Orb to inflict massive damage on the boss. Some OG Mario music here. Yeah, so it's basically similar to Final Fantasy games. If you run into an overworld encounter, they're not randomized. Like, they're not, in Final Fantasy, sometimes the screen will just do like a shatter, and it'll get you into a random encounter. Touching any of those enemies triggers a battle, just a random overworld battle that we have to either run from or fight, which is just slower. Alright guys, hardest trick in the game right here. We call it Luigi %. We deny being Mario so we don't have to jump again, because Mario's legs are starting to hurt. Yeah! We got it! Yep. So the goal of the speedrun is obviously to avoid any optional combat whenever possible. We don't want to get into optional battles because they are slower. They take time to load in and then run away from. I guess a game I can reference is there's some Final Fantasy games that'll do some like movement tech, like some movement tricks to manipulate encounters. This game, we don't have to manipulate any encounters. We just have to avoid them. So that's what we try to do for pretty much the entire run. I don't think there's an instance where, there's no instance where I would intentionally fight an enemy I don't have to. Hey, if anybody has the emote, can we get some cat jams in the chat? Because we're about to go into historically one of the most famous songs of SMRPG Armageddon. Get ready. Get ready for the bops. Not my personal favorite song in SMRPG, but definitely the one that's remembered the most. Yeah, literally, even people who've never played SMRPG know this song. Jeez. That was terrifying. We never save, no. There's really no point in this game where dying actually matters, and um, oh, actually, I should have referenced this in the beginning. So you'll notice when I died to the Terrapins, Rosalina resurrects you. In every fight in the storyline, with the exception of one, which I'll talk about in a little bit, every single fight in the entire game, she will resurrect you if you die. So there won't be any like go back to your last save, or there won't be any like go back to the title screen type of situations. So there's no reason to ever have to save except for the one instance, because I'm probably not going to, because we ball out here. But yeah, my favorite song in the game is Barrel Volcano Escape. I love that. I love that music. I think it absolutely slaps. You guys will hear that a little bit later in the run. But yeah, Forest Maze is historical for some RPG. Literally, people like Luffy said, people who've never played the game before know this song because everybody used to play it back in the day. I know people who still have it on their like Apple Music tracks. They're like, you know what, Forest Maze, it's some RPG, or whatever the cool kids are using nowadays. Back in my day, we had a Walkman. The set's still in. Alright, so now we get access to Geno Boost. We'll be using this move in pretty much every fight from here on out. Alright, my orbs are not on today. That's better. So one of the major differences between, so that actually said 10,000. There was a little decimal point there. That's a little bit hard to notice, but here, I'll see. Yeah, I got it again. So this is going to say 10.0K. There's a little decimal point there. That's kind of hard to see. But yeah, that's weird. So you might notice something. Where are Boyer's buttons? Instead, he summons these little things. And by the way, the only reason we level up Malo's attack all the way up to this point is just so that he can one-shot these flunkies consistently. And it's still not guaranteed. He can actually hit 3780, I believe. Oh, I'm literally about to... I was trying to hit my split button when I don't have splits. Whoopsie. So in that fight, Boyer has 32,000 HP. We're supposed to just use a combination of Flame Staff and Fire Orb to completely melt him. He's made of wood, so fire, melt. Only you can stop forest fires, because Mario won't do that. I'm not really sure, actually. I guess they wanted the fight to be a little bit more unique than the vanilla version, so they gave him little arrow minion dudes to kind of like amplify the fight. So similar to how Mac was able to use Sword Rain, if that fight had prolonged and gone longer than that, which most casual players will see, he uses a move called Arrow Rain. I know, shocker, right? Which is even stronger than Sword Rain, and will likely kill Gino and put you in a very big bind. But yeah, the buttons. If the buttons were in there, he would die before he would even lock something. So they made the fight a little bit harder by adding those little minions to the battle, which can inflict poison, provoke, which stops you from defending, which is actually very scary. They can provoke your party, stop you from defending, and then if Boyer uses Arrow Rain, you're guaranteed dead. So. And do a little shop here after jumping, because I like to jump. So give everyone some new equipment there, put the wake up pin on Malo and the crest to give magic boost to Gino. So the max damage in this game that you could possibly deal with any given attack is 30,000. We won't be doing any 30,000s. Actually, we might. No, we will. No, we 100% will. Yeah, we will be doing some 30,000 damages later in the run. So you guys will get to see that. I actually forgot I do hit 30k in this run a couple times. Sorry if my commentary is not up to speed, y'all. I was definitely expecting to have a team here to help me run today, but unfortunately through weather and other shenanigans, it is just me, myself, and I. I'll do the best I can to keep you guys entertained throughout this run. Best I can. I'm not historically a commentator. This game requires a lot of focus, especially during the orbs, because everybody who originally played SMRPG used to think that the orbs were a mashing thing. everyone used to think it was like, oh, you just got to press the button as fast as you can. It's actually rhythmic. There's like a set there's a set timing to mash the buttons. It is you do mash, but it's not well, jerks in the doorway. So this might be something you guys are interested in. This might be something interesting that was not in vanilla. Watch this. Kill Croc with the star! So yeah, that's a little Easter egg that the developers put in. You cannot do that in vanilla because there is a bomb wall that blocks you from accessing this star right here. But yes, you can kill Croco with that star and skip his fight completely. All right, now on to this. I hate it. Now on to Punchinello. I'll give you one guess what this guy's weak to. Yeah, that was some gorbs. We do not want to see Mute Bomb or Sleepy Bomb on Mario here, specifically. Poison Bomb's fine. Not great, but fine. Oh, perfect, baby. Nice. Kind of getting our rhythm down a little bit. Again, we want to fade specific bombs on Mario here. Not bad. One drop throughout the entire fight. It's really good. Fade the bomb. Nice. Great fight. That was very good. So each phase, Punchinella has 18,000 damage. If you drop a single orb, just one orb, it does 13,400, and Jump does 4650 or something like that. So it's like 18,050 damage to go to the next phase. If you drop two orbs, he does 13,200, which isn't enough. So basically, every single phase you can only drop one orb to do the perfect fight. If you miss damage, you can use Malo or Geno to clean up, do a little bit of extra damage, but it's obviously not ideal. Yeah. I Not something I'm historically good at, but we are going to try to get we're gonna try to get sub 2 for y'all, chat. Think we can do a sub 2 minecart? Because it's coming up next. We'll blow up this wall, and then we go do some minecarts. Whoa! Little surprise here. So one of the very first big differences is you encounter all the Axon Rangers a little bit earlier than you normally would. Nice, very good. Damn it. So this fight is supposed to end. Wow, that's really unlucky. Diamond Saw. Yeah, this fight was really unlucky, but it's okay. So where this fight is supposed to go is you're supposed to use a boosted Geno Beam plus jump, and that will kill Axon Black with exactly 15,000 HP, which is how much he has. Yeah, Malo and Squish. Alright, chat, this is it. Can we get a sub 2 minecart? Probably not, because I'm pretty bad at minecarts, but we will try my best. Part of the carts. We did it! Okay, that was decent. That was also not bad. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be close. We got it! Woo! 159.91. Let's go. So yeah, in that second room, there's a lot more mushrooms than there normally is. Normally, you have to kind of do a bunch of jumping up on those hills and stuff to get a bunch of the mushrooms. But in there, you just do an initial jump at the very beginning, and then one extra jump right afterwards, and that gives you enough mushrooms to last the entire rest of the minecart. So they cap you at, I think, like 8 or something like that. I don't remember the exact number, but they cap you at a certain point. Alright, on the booster pass, where the most annoying hidden chest in the game lies. Well, that's unfortunate. But Necro, why are we fighting an optional encounter? You said we don't do optional encounters. So this is a mini boss encounter. By beating the mini bosses, it gives you 100% chance to get a pretty powerful item. In this case, we get an item called the Thunder Gem. Gems in this game are incredibly overpowered in the speedrun. They will come up in pretty much every fight from, I want to say, after Cake until pretty much the end of the game. So gems are elemental damage items, basically similar to the bombs in the original one. They had Fire Bomb, Ice Bomb, Sleepy Bomb, Fright Bomb. In this game, they have Holy Gem, Ice Gem, Thunder Gem, and Fire Gem. They deal a total of 7,500 damage to any enemy that doesn't have any elemental resistances or weaknesses, 3,750 to an enemy that resists an element, and 15,000 damage to enemies that are weak to the element. You could probably see why that's going to be broken. So we're going to be abusing them and spamming them like crazy for pretty much the entire mid-game. So the blue coins are another form of currency called galaxy coins. They're used to shop at Star Hill when we get there. We're not going to be using them until literally the very end of the game, probably like an hour and a half from now. But yeah, they are another form of currency in this game on top of coins and frog coins. So there's coins, frog coins, and galaxy coins. Ow. Yeah, it's new this round. Yep. We fight this guy so we can get the room key. Because the boss of this tower is Booster. And unlike in vanilla, you cannot skip him by winning the curtain minigame. You actually have to fight him. And he's a pretty tough fight, but he will not be for us. A little bit of movement swag right there. So you'll notice we picked up the Thunder Gem from the Lac 2, the Fire Gem from that hidden chest right there, and we will be getting one more gem before the booster fights. And the dreaded mine room. Here we go. How many encounters are we going to get in? That was unfortunate. Two! Ah. So yeah, being an older game, sometimes the games just eat your inputs. So in order to unlock that door, you have to press X on it. So as I was running up to the door, I was mashing X, but it didn't register. So I had to yeah, I was like mashing X and it didn't register, so it made me run past it, and directly past that door is one of the bomb encounters, or one of the fireball encounters. But not bad though. But yes, we will be intentionally losing this minigame. Even if you win the minigame, even if you win this minigame, Booster will still fight you. This is not a skippable battle, no matter what I do. So we're going to intentionally lose the current minigame because it's just faster than doing the whole, having all of them bother you. So this fight is a substantial ramp in difficulty from anything we've done so far traditionally. So Booster has 20,000 health, and his Sniffets have 10,000 health each for a total of 50,000 HP. Punchinella has a little bit more than that, but basically they attack you 8 times a turn. 2 from each of the Sniffets and 2 from Booster, but we are not going to let him attack us. So let me show the power of the gems. GG's. Yeah, so the Sniffets resist all elements beside Holy, so they took 3750 times 3, which is 10,250 if I'm doing my math right. And Booster took 7,500, which is 22,500, so they get killed in the 3 gems. This fight, however, we have to do the old-fashioned. Miss. So in case you couldn't tell, the one on the right is weak to ice, the one on the left is weak to fire. So we just use Mario's magic and kind of make short work of these guys. All right, that was good. Orbs!
Orb.
All right, it's time for everybody's favorite game. Call your shot. How many flowers is Necro gonna get on his Booster Hill minigame? $16 is TAS and 2 is pretty standard. 8? Good guess. Two. 3. 4. Wait, we're actually doing good. Hold on. 5. 'Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is decent. Hold on. Whoa! How many was that? 15! Yo, let's go. That's my new PB. Yo, I don't think I've ever gotten 15 before. That's crazy. That was perfect. Oh wait, no, I mean, yeah, oh, that was easy. I do that all the time. Oh, the one in Orlando, what's going on? I've actually seen you. I've actually caught a couple of your YouTube streams of playing this game. I'm sorry. Hard mode is very, very tough. So one of the incentives, if you guys are interested, is if you can complete all of hard mode and stream it for one of the creators Doomsday to check out, you can get rewarded with a nice orange name in our Discord. It means you are a god slayer, as we call it. Is if you can beat all of hard mode, and like I said earlier, there are only 6 people to have ever done that. For reference of how difficult it is, there's thousands of people in the Discord, probably like several thousand people in this Discord. There's 6 of us, myself included, who've accomplished the God Slayer role. It's very, very, very hard. There have been many people who have tried and quit. Just finish it. Yep. Yeah, prior to Smithy, it's very easy. It's afterwards when it becomes very nightmarishly hard. Did we go fast enough to get the kiss? Yeah. PogChamp Mario. You should see the speedrun, Endo. Alright, gotta do a quick menu here. Not mess this up. Very nice. And welcome to Doom Cake. One of the hardest fights in the mid-game. I'll put the blue essence on Gino here. Blue essence in this game does the same thing as it did in the original version. It basically stops you from being hit with status effects. Now the fight gets hard. Because now the chefs go away and we do battle with the Doom Cake. Nice. So here's an example of gems being ridiculously overpowered. Casual 15,000 damage. $19,000 damage there. And we go to Candleface. Here we have to just do untimed attacks to get rid of the candle phase. Same thing as in vanilla. I'm gonna heal here just for safety. Mal is the only one that can get hit by Poison Breath too, which is kind of annoying, but... We do not want to die here, because as I noted earlier, this is the only fight in the storyline version of the game that if you die, you will go back to the title screen and lose all your progress. And we win. GG's cake. So there is no raspberry battle in this game. They replaced it with the pre-candle phase and the post-candle phase. So to give perspective, his dark attacks, the Dark Thunder he could have used 3 different moves there. He has Dark Thunder, Abaddon Flame, and Pristia, I want to say the last one is. So an ice version, a fire version, and a lightning version. All of them can insta-kill. They all have the potential to insta-kill. I think it's 20% to instant-kill the character. Gino and Peach have KO protection in this battle, but Malo does not. So if Cake had decided to target Malo with one of the instant-kill moves and rolled the 20% chance, the run could have ended. But we have a backup plan for that just in case it does. Peach has a resurrection spell, and we can just go to the next phase. It's usually not that bad, just loses a lot of time. On top of insta-kill, all 3 of them also have sub-statuses, meaning they can deal other statuses on top of insta-kill. They can do poison, Abaddon Flame poisons, Pristia puts you to sleep, and Dark Thunder inflicts the fear status. Fear status doesn't let you physically attack. Poison drains your health over time, and sleep just knocks you out and makes you take double damage from all attacks as long as you're asleep. So I forgot who it was, but somebody asked me earlier about the level ups. So in this game, we're going to be exclusively leveling up magic now. We leveled up Malo's physical initially because we wanted him to hit. We wanted him to hit. What do you call it? We wanted him to hit a certain damage threshold to one-shot those flunkies to increase his ranges, but from here on out, we're going to be doing exclusively magic for the rest of the game. Not in the speedrun. We don't ever really talk to him in the speedrun. Oh yeah, he's amazing. All right, guys, longest cutscene in the game. Now we're gonna hang out and vibe for the next 2.5 minutes. So if anybody has any questions they want to ask, fire away. I'm gonna be sitting here holding the B button. Yeah. No, we actually do. I do that in this run too. So, you guys can't see it because I don't have webcam on, but if you, if you guys could see me holding my controller, I'm actually just holding down the B button what one of the co-creators added to this game is the ability to frame advance all text boxes just by holding down the B button. So I'm not mashing through text here. I'm just holding down the B button on the right side of my controller. So I don't have to actually be here during this cutscene. And since I use a wireless remote, my bathroom is literally right down the hall. I can just hold the B button while I go there and go to the bathroom, and I don't have to watch this cutscene. So my two bathroom breaks when I'm doing speedruns are during the Geno cutscene, which is about a minute and a half of me just waiting, and then this one, which is like 2.5 minutes. So I can just go to the, like, it's two different points of the bathroom that I can do. So very similar to FF6 runs, yeah. I haven't seen one of those in a while, but there's like casual bathroom quality of life improvements, yeah, 100%. Boogie Poppy, you're vibing? I like that. Good morning to everybody, by the way. Target estimate is 3 hours and 15 minutes. I should come in under that. Should. Actually, I'm pretty positive I will. So we So the current world record of this game is held by me at 2 hours and 58 minutes. In change, I don't remember my exact time anymore. It's 2:58:45. 2:58:46. It's on my Twitch channel, but 2:58:45 or 2:58:46, something like that. The second best time of this game is 3 hours and 22 minutes, held by the person who was supposed to race me, but unfortunately he's having some weather issues, so wasn't able to join us today. His run is 3 hours and 22 minutes. And then there's obviously, other runners who have similar times, 3:40s and stuff. The game's hard. It's not an easy game. So you guys might have remembered when I took that intentional death at the beginning of the game, where I died to those tokens, those 255 frog coins. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Armageddon. So we just loaded our inventory with gems. We sold every single item we have, so we have no more healing items, we have no more anything, we just have gems. I don't think mine is. I'm sharing an application, so it might be a little bit slower than it normally is, but Discord's being Discord. Oh, is it stuttering for you guys? Oh yeah, I actually see that. Wow. Hopefully that fixes. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Poppy. The music in this game is absolutely boss. It's so good. So one of the big things in this game is the overworld enemies are a lot more aggressive. These guys actually run away from you in vanilla. In this game, they hunt your ass down. Oh, by the way, Axum Rangers again. So this star was they just give you for free in the original game. They're like, yeah, you can just have it. Not in this one. So Axum Blue and Axum Pink. Pretty hard battle here. Oh look, Pink's dead. Oh look, Blue's dead. Yeah, get used to that, y'all. This is gonna be about the next like 45 minutes of the game. So yeah, for perspective of what happened there, Axum Blue is a ice element enemy, so he's weak to fire, takes 15,000 damage from fire, resists all the other ones. And Axum Pink is a holy element enemy, weak to thunder. So she takes the max damage from thunder, she takes the max damage from fire. So the fun part of routing the speedrun is to try to optimize how many gems we have to use and how many items we have to use to like kill the enemies as fast as possible. It's pretty fun to plan out.
Hey, good morning, Necro. You mind if I do a little shameless plug here with our viewers in the morning for our cause?
Of course.
So, yeah, good morning, everybody. 90 minutes in, me and Jay were just talking in the chat. So, welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer Marathon Weekend. We got Necrowind here doing a wonderful playthrough of Super Mario RPG Armageddon. I've never seen this game, never played it as a kid, so I'm quite enjoying this. Welcome to the party. We're doing this for a great cause, for the Liam Foundation. The Liam Foundation to encourage, assist LGBTQIA plus community.
I think you're cutting out a little bit, my guy. Is anybody else hearing him okay? Can anybody hear me? Luffy, no! My guy, I need you.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So, if anybody knows my internet is a bit of a meme here in the FFR community. So, hi, it was doing its thing. My hamster decided to wake up and start putting my internet back in. But anyway, good morning. I threw some links in the chat right there. See, even Kit Marcus gets it. I got a few links in the chat for the Tiltify for our great cause of the Liam Foundation. Don't know if you guys heard our little spiel. So real quick again, Liam Foundation to encourage, assist, heal, empower our LGBTQIA plus community. So please go ahead and donate if you can. We have already surpassed our goal of last summer and are working toward our next goal of $4,000. We're only a little under 700 away, so please help and donate. And thank you all for joining us this morning. And I'm gonna be quiet because my internet hates me, and let Necro continue this awesome run.
Yeah. But I kind of blown through that fight really fast. But basically, that was Zombone. That's a fight that you would normally fight in Barrel Volcano. He's the after fight to the Zar Dragon battle, but we fight him here, and he is a zombie. Yeah, Zombone zombie. Shocking, right? He's weak to Holy, so we just use 6 Holy Gems and Ovita Sing. Shout outs to Luffy's internet surviving the purge of talking about the charity. Round of applause for his internet. Clap, clap, clap. Oh, fishy. We did not get tackled by fishy. RNG whether you get into an encounter with those guys or not. So something you guys will have to look forward to, not this run, but next time I play in this marathon, I will be playing hard mode. The estimate for that category will be a lot longer. It will be around 5 hours. I've beaten the game in less than 4. My world record is 3 hours and 58 minutes to get through Smithy, but that was with some of the craziest luck I've ever had in a run, like ever. So, but I've been given permission to show that off in the future. So that'll be something to look out for. Yes. So this game has a expanse. So Jay Shadell asked me in the chat. You keep saying get through Smithy. Is there more added to the game? This game has an expansive post game, like a wildly expansive post game that's debatably longer than the actual game itself. So they've added super bosses. They've added Final Fantasy bosses. They've added Kingdom Hearts bosses. They've added Pokemon bosses. They've added boss rushes, where like you have to beat, boss after boss after boss after boss over and over and over again. The game after Smithy is the true Armageddon. That's when the game like really kicks into overdrive. To give perspective, I can beat this game in less than 3 hours. To beat the entire game, to beat like all of Armageddon, would probably take me close to 12 hours. It's funny when people talk about Kulix a lot. So Kulix was the only quote-unquote super boss. I'd hardly even consider him that in the original SMRPG. He had 4,096 HP. Literally, Rocco has over double that, and he's the second boss of the game. He's the super boss. He's baby's first super boss. What are the bonuses you're selecting level ups there? Oh, so okay, so yeah, I mentioned that a little earlier. So all the characters have a choice when you're leveling up of taking physical attack and defense, special attack and defense, so special attack and special defense, or HP. I will be unanimously giving magic to every single character for the duration of the game. Magic in this game is broken, and having a high magic defense is very important for a lot of fights to survive AoE attacks and magical attacks that I can't block, which are the AoE ones, area of effect damages. So against Knife Guy, Great Guy, you might have seen them use Lightning and White Hole, and against Cake, they used Blaze and Ice Storm. Those are AoE spells that I cannot block. They're guaranteed to deal, set damage to me. Alright, guys. One of the more challenging fights in the game. You guys might remember this from Vanilla, Yuridovich being a very, very difficult fight. See if we can get through it. Wish me luck, chat. So we're gonna Ice Jam. We're gonna Ice Jam. We're gonna Ice Jam. But wait guys, wait. He He powers up here, summons some dudes, gets ready for his ultimate attack. We're gonna Ice Gem. We're gonna Ice Gem. Shoot! Oh, crap. So yeah, that's what happens if you don't defend. He eradicates your party. Yeah, so that fight casually actually sucks. So not only does Spearing do an incredible amount of damage even to a defending party, it deals like 60 to 65% of your health. If you don't defend, you just die. But all of those little drill bit guys can inflict the attack down status to absolutely nerf your damage output, and Yuridovich can also use Pierce, which is armor break. He can also use Water Blast, which inflicts fear upon your entire team, so you can't attack physically. He uses second level magic. His magic attack is through the wazoo. He attacks physically, which is really hard to defend move. His move pool is absurd, but we don't see it. So. Yeah, ice gems and fright gems just completely annihilate that fight. Or not gems. What were they called in vanilla? Bombs? Yeah, bombs. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, I almost had it. Very hard movement tech here. I'm gonna try it again, actually. We can do this. There we go. No, you are far from a distraction. I enjoy it. It's actually keeping me vibing. So that is very hard movement to do. You have to try to get through all those first try, every try. Hell yeah. Shogun fights. Bye-bye. So yeah, thanks to the frog coin bug, we actually can get through all of what we need to get through with just the gems that I buy. I will be backtracking in a little bit to getting more of these. I'll be doing that 2 more times in the run, actually. Once shortly, and then 1 more time later in the run before Bowser's Keep. We just level up physical there because it's just faster than scrolling over the magic section. Doesn't actually matter. Put the lucky ring back on Mario. Oh, by the way, I didn't explain that earlier. So that hidden chest that I got by bouncing on one of the overworld enemies is the lucky ring. Basically, if you've played the original game, lucky ring in this game is EXP booster plus coin trick. So it doubles your experience gain, and it doubles the amount of coins that you get. So it's a very, very, very powerful item worth picking up. Obviously, in the speedrun, we want to have as much experience as possible. So here we use the star to get a little bit more experience. I'm gonna pick up this hidden hyper shroom right here. All right, we saw Axum black and yellow in Mulville, Axum's blue and pink in Star Hill, and we see Axum red here. But we will dispatch him just the same. So despite being the fire Axum, this guy is not weak to ice. He's actually not weak to anything, but he does take neutral damage from Holy. So we will just be Holy Gemming him. But his magic attack is crazy high. Like, I perfect blocked that and took 1,400 damage, meaning I would have taken 5,600 if I didn't. It would have one-shot Gino and then some. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for coming through. It's nice to have an audience. I apologize if my commentary is not up to snuff. I was not planning on commentating this run by myself. I was gonna be in a race and have people commentating with me, so appreciate you joining me. I am NecroWin1. I'm the current world record holder of this category with a 258, and I'm showing it off for you guys today. Unfortunately, the other runner was not able to make it, so it is just little old me. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I generally don't wake up at I generally wake up around this time. I usually wake up around 6:30-ish. So this is running this game on about 3 hours of sleep, but we're hanging in there, and you guys are making it worth it for me. So I appreciate y'all. And thanks as always to Final Fantasy Randomizer for giving me this platform to show this game off for you guys. It's I'm a huge SMRPG fan. I've been playing this game since I was a child, the original version of this. And when I found out about the ROM hacks, because I'll be honest with you guys, I was never really a huge fan of the concept of ROM hacks. I thought that they were just kind of like games that were designed by, one or two people that were probably not designed all that well. There was probably going to be like a lot of bugs and glitches and just generally not good games. I was crazy mistaken. I usually had only played base games. So when I picked up Armageddon for the first time, this game was a masterpiece. And the creator, Dark Kefka, was like, "Oh, I didn't really design this game to be speedrun. It wasn't really intended to be speedrun." And I'm like, challenge accepted. So we started speedrunning this category. And for perspective, my first run of this game was a 401. I now have this run down to what do you call it? I now have this run down to less than 3 hours. Sorry, talking plus menu at the same time, pretty hard. More gems! Alright, welcome to Bean Valley. Alright, why it is so important to do that Troopa minigame fast is because it gives you the Sonic Shell item the Sonic Shell accessory that makes Bowser outspeed those bees. All right, right back to it. So these guys have, I think, 25,000 HP each. They also counter every normal attack that you do. I don't know if it was an oversight in the development, but they do not counter item use. So I can just do this, and yeah, they go poof. I actually recently started playing. I want to get in. Well, I haven't actually started playing it yet, but I want to. I want to get into Pokemon Unbound. I'm actually really excited to start playing that. That game looks really neat. It's really unlucky. That's okay. So I'm more like a retro gamer. I'm more into like the really old games because I'm showing my age here. I'm in my 30s, and a lot of the newer games that come out are not exactly, in my opinion, well designed. I feel like they focus too much on graphics and less on quality gameplay. Not to say that there aren't, modern good games, because there most certainly is. But I'm more of a fan of the games of old that were just, in my opinion, designed a little bit better. Yes, I am a huge fan of Final Fantasy games. I've played all the original Final Fantasy games. I used to play a lot of Gauntlet back in the day. I played like the older Diablos, like Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. I've played Paper Mario, a lot of RPGs. I'm a huge RPG nut. It's actually when I discovered this marathon, I was really excited about it because it was kind of like an RPG centric marathon, similar to like RPG Limit Break and like other things like that. And I was all on board. I was like, hey, maybe I can submit Armageddon as part of. It's not a quote unquote randomizer, but oh, whoops, controller kind of jerked there. But yeah, need you to drop down a little bit there, buddy. Thank you. I played the N64 Gauntlet Legends, lost many hours of my life to that game. Yes. So that was a classic for me. Another game I lost probably at least 100 hours of my life, maybe longer. It was Quest 64. That game was addicting. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much, but that game was like absolutely addicting. I played that game for way longer than I was ever supposed to. Yeah, dude. I'm huge into Quest 64. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. Well, let me rephrase. It wasn't. That's the thing. It wasn't good. The game was horrible, but it was so much fun when you're 10 years old and N64 didn't exactly have a ton of like you said, no traditional RPGs. It really didn't. It had very few to like none, but Quest 64 was an addiction as like a child because it was like the closest thing we had to like base level RPG. So yeah, I played. So in regards to platformers, like I played a lot of DKC, Donkey Kong Country. I played a lot of Banjo and Kazooie. I played a lot of I played a lot of like regular Mario games. But yeah, I was a huge. Sorry, I had to do that menu real fast. I had to focus a little bit. Yeah, DKC was great. I was just a huge fan of all those type of games as a kid. Because like I've played some newer games, right? Like I started playing Diablo 4. That game is an absolute monstrosity. Like, ew. like that game. I'm really hoping that game gets patched and fixed sometime in the near future. Because my Jesus, that game is buggy right now. I also think the concept of releasing a game to the public that can only be played via internet is probably the most stupid thing I've ever seen in my life. Um, when you've got multi-millions of people trying to join a server that's meant for like 30. Yeah. Oh, yo, let me get a one in the chat for people who remember renting video games from Blockbuster. I Yes, let's see all the old people in the chat. Who remembers renting video games from Blockbuster? Hell yeah. 1.5. It wasn't Blockbuster. Oh, okay, so there's some other renting thing. It's just a local grocery store. Nice. This is a little less dated. This is a little less dated than Blockbuster, but press 2 in the chat if you remember GameFAQs.com. See, we don't use Nintendo Power, which I also had a subscription to. Hashtag nerd paradise. But we, GameFAQs was the only way that Quest 64 for me was even beatable, because that game made no conceptual sense. I did not understand it at all, and even some of the guides didn't even know what they were talking about. They're like, "We're not sure how this works, but this is kind of how things they're supposed to go." It was great. Loved it. Someone asked micro mages. Yes, I've heard of it. I don't think I've played it though.
Hey, just to jump in real quick as we're reminiscing about being old, let's get a 3 in the chat for anybody that called the Nintendo Power hotline back in the day.
I don't know. My parents would have skewered me for that. My parents would have skewered me if I called that number. Okay.
The 800 number that wasn't an 800 number.
The 900 number. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I guess we didn't make the blindfolded incentive, but that's okay. It's actually better for me because I don't have to give myself a headache. Where are those cat jam emotes? Come on, people, slacking on me. Yeah, close enough. I'll take it. But thank you again for everybody for joining me for DGen hours. This is awesome. This turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I'm not historically good at speedrunning and commentating at the same time, but I'm trying my best for y'all. Hope you're enjoying it. So a little bit of perspective on that Birdo minigame, on that Dodo minigame. I was like 28 or 29 when I discovered for the first time that his helmet covers his eyes when he's pecking. Like, it actually blinds him. That's why he doesn't see Mario actually jumping there. Oh, natural. Hey, we're having fun, though. Yo, Poppy, high key, it might. It might. Diablo 4's gameplay right now is dog water. It is so bad. I'm really hoping it gets fixed because I'm a huge Diablo fan. But here we are on Birdo, which kind of uses a combination of gems plus spells. Sitting here reminiscing about old games so much I forgot I was playing an actual game now. Look what you guys are doing to me. You're distracting me. Just kidding. But Shidell, Twitch chat never distracts runners. That's not what you guys are meant to do. Distraction? Us? Never. Yeah, right? So that was a task fight, by the way. That was literally perfect. She put to sleep the other, or Birdo, a he or she? I have no idea. Chat, can I get fan skip? 2-frame window. Oh, we did not. That is a they're people who run vanilla still can't do that consistently. Like, nobody can, because the jump is it's such a tight jump. Which is funny because we do 100 super jumps, which is 3 frames, but I think that's like a 2-pixel jump or something like that to get over that fan. Very tough. No, super jumps are 3-frame windows after 14 or 16 jumps, I forgot. So you have to do 84 3-frame jumps in a row after doing the first 16 perfectly. It's extremely tough. Most people who don't run vanilla, like who don't run the original version of this game, the reason they don't is because of that. And there's actually a no SJ category, a no super jump category, but that category is not taken nearly as serious because it's just kind of like a, you know, if you can't do super jumps type of thing. No, I won't be doing any post game. I don't have the time on this marathon because I believe like right after me is somebody doing another run. You guys ready for this smooth menu? Watch this. Crispy. All right, so Dodo is a Pokemon. He is a flying type. So guess what he's weak to, chat? Actually, no, that joke doesn't even work because flying types are weak to ice too, and he's not weak to ice. So that doesn't even stupid game. Doesn't know anything about Pokemon. Anyways, Void Pokemon is weak to Thunder. Zap. Yeah, we did it. Alright, chat, pray for Whitehole. Whitehole. Yeah, buddy. $30K. Whitehole. Oh, baby. Let's go. Task fight, baby. That was the nuts. Kiss on Gino into another Whitehole. Let's go. That was sick. Holy smokes. And here's another one. That was sick. That was an extremely good fight. Best possible fight. Whitehole kiss anybody but Mario into Whitehole. That was really, really good. So she can use Dispel, which removes your attack buffs. She can hit you with... she can put Mario to sleep. Because he's the only one that doesn't have sleep protection here, because he needs to have a move that... He needs to have a gear that ups his magic attack to hit those max numbers, those 30k numbers. And she can... Actually, that's it, I think. I think those are the only things that she can do that can mess you up, but Dispel on Mario or Kiss on Mario is really, really bad. Because it makes the fight take a whole extra turn and Gino will likely die. Oh, the jumps. Take care, Rando. Probably, yeah. I haven't really been a fan of the Final Fantasy games recently, since like 13. I thought the last good Final Fantasy was 12. Haven't really been a fan of them since. I did not like 13, like, at all. I thought Final Fantasy 13 was awful. And they made 3 of them just to torture me. Probably a hot take. People probably love 13. Shout outs to Lightning, but not a game I thought was good. Oh. Where's that hidden chest? Is that what Final Fantasy 16 is? It's a prescription game? No way. That's insane. I really hope. Oh, okay. I was like, I really hope video games aren't on this like trajectory where they're planning on making video games like online only type of things, because that would be horrible. Like I enjoy the old days of just sitting in my bed and being able to play a game like by myself if I wanted to. You know. This world we live in now where they make you have friends. Jerks. Oh, by the way, that's Zardragon. So this run's actually really decent. I think we're only like 2.5 minutes behind behind world record. Considering I don't generally talk like this much while I'm playing, and I'm like engaging with chat and all this other stuff, this is really good. I have no complaints about this run. That song is amazing. Barrel Volcano's music and Barrel Volcano Escape, that's my favorite song in the game. Alright, this is the coolest freaking fight in the game. Routing-wise, I thought this fight was a masterpiece once I figured it out. So every single one of these guys heals an element and resists an element. And takes damage from an element. So trying to figure out the order in which you have to use the bombs to kill all of them in the fastest possible amount of turns is amazing. This fight is so sick. Check this out, y'all. So we're going to start with 2 ice gems. This kills Axum Yellow, puts a little bit of damage on Axum Black, and puts damage on Axum Pink. Now we're going to press 1 down in the menu to go to the Thunder Gem. The Thunder Gem is going to inflict more damage to Axum Black, start putting damage on Axum Blue, and kill Axum Pink. Now we have to take some attacks. Heal. We're gonna go to the Holy Gem. This is gonna put 15,000 damage on Black and a little bit of damage on a little bit of chip damage on Blue. And then the Fire Gem, which is going to deal exactly 30,000 damage to Axum Black and kill Axum Blue. Turning the Axum Rangers into a 2-turn fight and putting us into Blade Phase. And this is where you have to block extremely good or you get annihilated because he hits you with all the level 2 spells back to back. Got that. Got that. Got that. And got that. We're good. And this doesn't work because all my characters have KO protection. And the fight's guaranteed to win now. So he has 30,000 health. We're going to Whirl, which has armor break potential. Armor break. So does jump. Now he's going to use FP Drain and Dispel. We don't want him to Dispel Mario because it saves a little bit of time, which he didn't. And GG's. I think that's one of the coolest. I think that's probably the coolest fight in the run. Really neat fight, I think. A Power Volcano Skip, yay! We didn't re-enter the volcano, which loses 15 seconds. Pick up this item real fast. Talking to this guy gives you the Circlet, which is the really, really, really broken, very broken accessory that raises your magic attack out the wazoo, which we use a lot later. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, nothing. No, there's no major sequence breaks in the speedrun at all. You pretty much have to play the game in full, which I really do enjoy. I actually kind of like. I actually kind of like games that. Yeah, what Poppy said. I like games that you actually have to play through. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of glitched runs. Like I used to do Goofy Skip in FF7. I used to do. I liked Max Skip in the original SMRPG. I enjoyed all the wrong warps in different games that I used to play. I thought they were super cool runs. But a run where I actually have to play the whole game, like everything, is exciting to me too. Because I get to experience the big picture, and so do you guys, right? Like I'm doing this for you guys, and you guys get to see everything. You know, you get to see the whole game. Not post game, unfortunately, because I don't have that kind of time. But you get to see all of what the storyline has to offer. Yeah, so in essence, the storyline comes down to there's this guy named Smithy who's trying to get rid of the world of wishes and create a world filled with machines and evil things. Our goal is to get all the star pieces, repair the star world, make wishes come true for children again, and kill Smithy. That's the essence of the game. I think the only glitched speedrun I never got into was Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a speedrun of that, but holy, that game is broken. That game has so many like crazy glitches in it. It's absurd watching people play that game. Kill the guy. All right, that is the last time we will be buying gems in the game. That was the last gem buy. And now my least favorite part: platforming. I am not good at platforming, chat, so brace yourself for this one. Oh man, I have to say the one thing about the original SMRPG: this room is freaking boring. I hate this room so much. I have to wait a casual like 10 seconds between all the jumps that I do. Like I get it, it was meant to like grab all the chests and stuff like that, but like I hate this room. Holy smokes, did we just first try that? On a marathon? Hoggies? Hold up. Chat? Hold? Hold? Wow. First try, Bowser's Keep. Hey, Kron, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Oh, goodness. That was actually, wow. I'm usually not that good at Bowser's Keep, so that was pretty sweet. First try, every try. And down goes Boomer. Sad music as Boomer commits a Sudoku on stream. There are no seatbelts. Back to the gems. So we're going to use a fire gem and 2 holy gems. This is going to kill the 2 eyes. You need to kill both of the eyes in this game to start hurting Exor. We're going to miss the mouth block because this block's hard as hell. Yep. We're going to use an ice gem to clear the mouth just so it stops getting turns. We're going to boost Geno. This fight's cool too. I really like the strat for this. We're going to use 1 more ice gem. And then Geno Whirl. Which we have to do 3 times because this guy has a lot of health. And if we drop 1, we die. So let's not do that. Yeah, got it. Woo. So in the original game, you actually could one-shot Exor because Geno Whirl was bugged to where it did 9,999 damage to normal enemies, and Exor didn't have its boss status, so you could just one-shot him in the original game with Geno Whirl. So it's kind of poetic that we use it in this game. All right, well, we are now at the final stage of the game. This is the hardest boss in the game coming up, in my opinion. In this game, Cloaker and Domino are separate battles. They are not the same. They're not together. They're separate. They're 2 separate battles in this game, and they are extremely hard. Well, Domino, not so much, but Cloaker is extremely difficult and requires precision, like perfect blocking. So I'm going to be kind of zenned in on that. But wish me luck. I'm We're gonna double back to Star Hill real quick, so we need to pick up some stuff. If we get this first try in the marathon, I will be very happy. All right, chat. Press 1 for the run. Oh, this fight is so hard. So if I miss a single block in this fight, I pretty much die, so... I'm actually gonna do my gamer lean here. Get really lucky with these misses. You can die, that's fine. First try, chat, let's go! GG's! Woo! Man, I'm happy I got through that.
Hey, Necro, I wanted to let you concentrate on that fight. Mind if I do a little shameless plug again here for our cause?
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
Oh,
good
no,
morning. Good morning to our viewers out there. Welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Weekend Marathon. We got Necro in here doing quite the run of Super Mario RPG Armageddon. I threw a command there in chat to donate for our cause for the Liam Foundation. Liam Foundation to encourage, assist, heal, and empower our LGBTQIA community through respect, advocacy, passionate hearts to promote thriving in society. It's a great cause. We're here because we play games.
Rip his internet again.
So, thank you.
We were here because we play video games. All right, so Domino. This guy resists all magic. This guy has he cannot be hit by spells at all. So we have to use jumps and whirl, which are armor-piercing attacks, to damage this guy. This fight uses a little bit of everything. It uses healing, it uses magic, it uses items. So he's about to charge for an attack called Armageddon, which is his ultimate attack. We are not going to let him use that. GG's. Sick. Very good. That fight is a lot less scary than Cloaker, but you still do need to block everything. Otherwise, that fight can kill you very fast. Alright, we are in endgame, boys and girls. Welcome to Factory. Thank you kindly. I'm gonna need it. This is just straight boss rush from here. A lot of things can kill me if I don't play well, so let's play well. Alright, here we are going to sell all of our weapons except for our amulet. I'm going to buy 2 Kiros, and as many jellies as I can hold. He's going to give us life shrooms, which we're going to throw away because we are daring people. And on to the director/manager fight. I always forget what this guy's called. Manager. Okay. Pretty sure he was director in the. I'm pretty sure the red one was the director in the original, but someone can correct me on that. I'm not sure. Remember. All right, let's do this. Oop. All right, we want to fade bombs on Gino or Mario for the first couple turns. Ah, unlucky. It's okay. As long as I don't have to heal every turn, we're fine. Very good. And we win. Not this turn, but we're guaranteed to win now. Good fight. Alright, this upcoming fight is one of the biggest RNG-stricken fights in the game. A lot of things can go wrong, so we're going to try to pull out this dub. Let's do it. Go. Go. Welcome to Factory Chief, and not Gun Yoke, but Blade 2. Extremely hard fight. Let's do it. Good. So whatever spell this guy uses on you is the spell that you have to use back on him. So during this barrier shift, he's weak to ice. We're hoping for a more favorable element on the next one. Get very slow. Well, we got through it. So ideally, you want to get either Holy or Thunder here, so that well, Holy is the best case scenario, because you want to hit him with all three characters instead of just the two. Instead of just Mario, basically, but we got a little unlucky there, so we had to kind of improv. Not bad, though. And now for, in my opinion, the coolest fight in the game. We call this the Revenge Battle. Good boy, we're back. Go. Really, really good. Let's go. Perfect blocking. That was excellent. That was really good. This is very good. We're not done. Gotta beat this guy again. You got him. All right, chat. It is Smithy time. The final battle. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this run. This run's been exceptional for a marathon run. This has been very, 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 very good. I don't know what our time is right now. Probably, if I had to guess, probably around like 250, 252, like 250 to 255. But this run's like super good.
We lost your timer by maybe like 10, 15 seconds, but you're just a shade under 250. So this is some really good pace.
Yeah, this is insane. This is a really sick run. Unfortunately, we are now at the hardest boss in the game, obviously, the final boss. So, let's do this thing. Yes, there's the cat jam. Thank you, TK Ninja. I was waiting for that. The cat jams. Oh, God. Here we go. So we're going to use basically all the items that we had. The Mighty Guards here, they give the attack up buff, auto life, and barrier to your party members. We didn't need to give that to Peach because she already has status immunity. We are also going to use an item that I got way, way earlier. I got something called the Illusion, the Manifest Illusion. What that does is that will automatically block for me for this entire battle. So I won't have to actually block any of this guy's attacks. The game will do it for me. You don't get a ton of these. They're buyable later in post game, but not now, obviously. But we're going to slam this. And I don't have to actually press anything. The game's blocking for me right now. Very unlucky that Peach got attacked there every time, but it's okay. And Smithy's dead. We win. Just kidding. If only it was that easy. Oh boy. All right, chat. I'm gonna need you guys to keep track of lives. Can Twitch chat count to 6? Oh yeah, of course. Hey, chat, that's 1. It's 2. It's 3. That's 4. It's 5. And it's 6. Let's get some good RNG. Time for Mage Smithy. Crap. Oh no. Okay, fine. Not ideal, but fine. If it was ice, we would have been in big trouble. Alright, that's 1. Five more lives to go. That's 2. That's 3. Come on, let's get a little bit of marathon luck. Marathon luck, Rage. Damn. Oh yeah, I was supposed to heal. Here's Smithy's ultimate attack. Sword Rain, Arrow Rain, Spear Rain, kaboom. All right, that's 4. Four and a half. Five. Let's get some marathon luck. Give me the thunder. Yay! All right, chat, that is GG's. Time is coming up in about a minute. So, my guy, where you at? Luffy?
Wasn't sure if you were talking to me. I'm right here with you. And GG's, man.
Yeah, man, that is the run. Time is coming in about 30 seconds. As soon as the screen fades to all complete white, once he explodes, that will be the end of the run. So basically, Smithy gets enraged. He can't knock us out. And here comes Rosalina, who could have just done this from the beginning, but she's a jerk and wanted to wait for, to be dramatic. Come out here and beam them. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time.
GG's.
How'd we do?
Save roughly about 303-ish, somewhere between 302.45 and 303, because we had a couple seconds of a little mishap of a transition of the room. So that was still a heck of a run, man. GG's.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, we only missed record by about 3.5 minutes. Record is 2:08 and change, so about 3.5 to 4 minutes, which is honestly not bad considering the final bosses. Between Blade and the final boss, there's a lot of time variance for RNG there.
It was really impressive for a marathon run, like you said. So absolutely GG's. Thank you for doing that, and thanks for chat for watching. That was fun.
Yeah, had a great time. Hope everybody enjoyed that. If you guys are interested in seeing more, please consider dropping me a follow at NecroWin1 on Twitch. And if you guys are even more interested, on speedrun.com, we have on speedrun.com is the link to our Discord. If anybody's interested in picking up this category or potentially even just playing Armageddon regularly, we'll be more than happy to get everybody started.
Thank you for that. And thank you, everybody, for joining us this morning. And we got, let's see, what's next? We got Time Spinner coming up next in about 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes once we get all set up. But that was Super Mario RPG Armageddon by NecroWin1. That was really fun.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for being here.